Hello people, welcome back to Dutch Modeling. Today with another inbox review. And today it's gonna be the amusing hobby PzKpfw 38D met Panzer 4 Turm 8 cm par 600, or the 38D tank with a Panzer 4 turret, an 8 cm par 600 gun in it, which actually is a not widely used anti-tank gun during the Second World War. And the Panzer 38D was a prototype, should be to replace the Panzer 34s. So it's about an amusing hobby. They sent this to me for review purposes, so I really want to thank them for sending this to me. It's a 1 in 38. And the box art is, well, I like this one, the in-action box arts, especially like the shrouds or the nozzle brake on this one. It's badass. On the side you got some more writing. It's the 38. No, it's not the 38, sorry. It's 35A019 is the kit number. It's a 135th World War II kit. These two camo screams here, and they're all being made by ammo by Mick. Again, besides the box art, here's a CAD drawing of the kit. You can see the workable track links, quality molded in multicolors, and suspension designed to fit diorama, or it's, in other words, it's movable. And some information, and on this side is small box art. Let's see what's in the box. You'll see it's not a lot. Got the instruction manual, a lower top, about 5 to 6 sprues, one is double, it will be quite short, the tracks, and some color information. So the plastic on the side, box on this side. Let's start with the color callouts. They're in full color, made by ammo by Mick, so only the ammo color callouts are there. Paint numbers, but of course you can match them to any paint you like. This is the faded tritone, which is the one I like most. Then you got the not so faded tritone on Panzer Grey, and this is on yellow. This is on Panzer Grey with green and brown. Then you got another tritone, which I do like, but I like the faded one more. I hope the light is not too annoying. And then here you got another quite harsh one, but I'm gonna try this one because this is really, I like this one the most. So put this aside. Let's do the instructions. I'm actually looking at this now. The camo scheme they use on the box art is not in the color callouts. It's a bit strange, but well. You got a little bit of warnings on the front with some explanation of the markings. Then we start with the sprue map, all is numbered and lettered. That's also cool. They started working on the lower hull, as you can see, the return rollers, and then the cover for the sprocket, tongue eyes. Then you start working on the suspension. You can see there's a lot of non-gluing here. The light doesn't reflect too much. The bogies are all assembled and put on. You've got 4 bogies in total. And like you see here, there's a lot of non-gluing, so everything is movable. And then he goes on working the sides up, the rear plate, a lot of small details, convoy light, hooks, part for the eyes, spare the track links. It's going to be placed. The idlers go on, again, do not glue stuff on here, as you can see. They're so well movable. the driver's viewport, and here's some work on the engine deck on the top hole. Spare track links on the bracket, the exhaust muffler with some part of photo etch over it, some grills, and access hatch again with photo etch on it. Upper hole meets lower hole, and then you got the no-tech light, the block for the the jack itself, a toolbox, tools. Then the track links. They tell you not to glue them, so they're fully workable, apparently. Haven't tried it yet. So then there's work on the turret, hatches, stuff, doors, handlebars, and the gun. And again, do not glue, so the gun is as well movable to a certain part. Coax. Here's the insane muzzle brake, and marry the two together, and that's it. So it's a very short build by the looks of it, only 16 steps. And if things go to plan, on the end of the review I will build it and I will show you how it looks when it's built. So here's the lower hull. Big screw gate here, but that's no problem. Some injection marks on the inside, but that's also no problem. There's a little bit of a casting texture on the outside. That's nice. There's a groove here with a very nice weld line in it. And there's some hatches here with rivets and everything. So, and then here's the cut steel texture as well. It's also pretty nice. I hope the camera will pick that up. There it is. I have to keep it down. Otherwise the lighting, it's starting to get dark already outside. So if I get it close up the camera, I'm afraid you won't be able to see it, so I have to do it like this. Come on, zoom in. There it is. You can see there. And then the rivets as well. And there's that weld line there. Come on. Stay focused. There you can see. But that's quite nice. And it's quite a small tank, of course. Let's see if I can get this one here. So that can go back in the box. Then you got the, where's my knife? There's my knife. Let's do these ones and get them here. The decals. They just say I'm using hobby. They are not too bad, though the Balkan crosses seem off-centered. I don't know how well you can hear the washing machine in the background, but sorry for that. These seem a bit off-center. You're probably better able to see that than I am. Actually, for me the white doesn't even show up, so all in all, they're not too bad. Yeah, I couldn't adjust my eyes, but this one definitely seems off-center. So not really, what you might call it, in register. I hate that word. It's a little bit of photo etch. Also, I'm using P.o.P itself, it seems. Very thin, very bendable. Looks good, very shiny, so we'll see how that works. There's not a lot of it and I like that. I don't like photo etch so much, but that's not really a secret. Then we got the tracks. Now we cut a corner open here so I can take one or two out. And only 2 parts of cleanup. And there are some little pins here in the corners and holes here on the sides. So you should be able to link them together. Just try one set. Nip off one, I believe. Yeah. Sure enough, doesn't really require to clean up. I'm afraid if you try and push them together without gluing, they bend and break. Oh well, they do move a little bit. Of course, I didn't clean it up now, so but they shouldn't be able to move much more than that. And they're quite easy together. It's not too bad actually. You see, of course I didn't clean it up on this side, but as you can see there, I haven't cleaned it up, but I mean the movement is there and they're quite sturdy together. I mean, you can see that I'm pulling pretty hard, but they stay together, so they're actually not that bad. Detail isn't that bad as you've seen, so wonder how they're gonna be. It's gonna be a bit shitty putting all those together, but I have to deal with that, I guess. Here is the jack block, or not the jack block, the jack itself. You can see rivets. I'm using over 2010, so this kit should be the 2017 kit though. This is just PzKpfw 15 ton, German, so all the details is here. It's not too bad. There it is. Well, like I said, lighting isn't the best at the moment. So all the details for the jack block here, for the jack, not the jack block. So you can see there the rivets and everything are on there. That looks good. We've got the biggest screw in the kit. It's basically the upper hole and the turret all in one. Again, the cut steel texture there. It's very nice. Rivets all over. That looks good. The fenders, pre-molded holes, but it's no problem. So, there are some ejector pin marks on the bottom, but they are very faint. So that's seconds and you have cleaned it up. Or just somewhat. There are some fireworks outside. I don't know if they're annoying to you, but I'm sorry for those. The turret as well. Welding seams all around, so and they look very nice. Turret bottom with the teeth for the ring, so you can turn the turret. Front plate, gun, it's open, and not completely, but wide enough. Slide molded, so that's nice. The mantlet with part of the gun as well, it's also slide molded, which is nice. The parts for the muzzle brake, the doors for the sides of the turret, spare track links, cupola. Normally I would say bow machine gun, but this thing doesn't have a bow machine gun. It has a coax. So I don't know what these are for. Yep. Nice detail. See it. You can see there the texture there. And rivets. And there's some details there. You can see. There's the gun, and as you can see it's molded open. Cupola, you see there is some detail on the inside of the hatch. Sorry, not the cupola, it has no cupola. Turret front, turn it around. The turret itself, and I hope you can see the weld marks all around there. This will take a wash very nicely. Then there's the turret ring. That's basically it. There's some interior detail of the hatch. See, there it is. There it is. It's not a lot, but you can work with this. That's nice. Then we got some tools and everything here. This looks like go for the barrel cleaning rod, something like that. Crank starter, jack block, fire extinguisher, some end caps for something. Not for this one because it has it on, I don't know. The frames to hold all the tools, but I don't think you need it on this one. Tools, C-bracket, wire cutters, hammer. Yeah, well, these are basic tools for the Germans. I don't know if you need all of these, I don't think so. There are not a lot of tools on it. There's no wood grain on the jack block, which is a shame. You need those. There's not a lot you need from this sprue. So, some tools there. And you turn this around. Fire extinguisher. I don't think you need a 2/3. You don't need on this sprue. There's only a few things on there. Come back again. And then there is. These are two of the same. These are all the road wheels and suspension parts. This is a twin sprue. Let's see, so I'm going to take one out and I'll leave one in. Sprocket and the idler, road wheels. Some nice detail there. It's a little bit dirty, but it's just release agent, I guess. Caps, leaf springs, transmission cover, swing arms, lockdowns, return rollers, handles, towing eyes. Some very nice detail here on the side of the sprocket wheels. We'll see. The sprocket wheels on this side. See, there's some nice groove texture there inside, and then the inside of the wheels. And after this one, I'm going to turn you around because most of the other details is on the other side. Well, there's not a lot of detail. Idler. And no, sorry, that's the road wheel. That's the other side. This is the idler. And the other side of the sprockets. And then there. And then the leaf springs. Like that. And nice. There it is. The separation of the springs, you can see them. Don't know if the amount is correct. But, so, I don't know what these are for. I'm guessing there's also part of the springs suspension. Back in the back again. And then the last sprue already. This is the muffler, rear deck, engine parts. This is the rear plate, part of the engine. Another jack block, and this one has grooves on it, or wood grain, so you're probably gonna use this one. And this is the viewport for the driver. Parts for the return roller, or the I think this is for the idler. like I said, the muffler, antenna mount, the light. So, yep. I'll show you most of these sides. Start with the checkbox. That does look good. You can see the wood grain on this one. So, yeah, you would use this one, not the other one. Muffler was there a second ago. There it is. Up there. Again, also mold open there. And we got some the other side. And then turn this around. You see the back plate. There's a lot going on there still. That's basically it. So like I said, there are not a lot of parts. This is it. And that's why I also figured this being a kit with a low parts count. Yep. Let's say a low parts count. I will be probably rebuilding this and you will see the result at the end of this video. But for now, detail wise looks very nice. It's the surface detail overall is at the minimum, but then again I guess it's the end of the war. They didn't really care about all the Oompa power around this, so only the barely necessary stuff went in there. And the molding looks really very fine, very nice, detailed. Like the textures of the weld lines, the steel cut textures and everything. There's a yeah, it looks to be a good kit. So I probably will enjoy building this. See how the fit goes. And it should be yeah, very nice, short, simple build. Not too bad. So hope you enjoyed the review. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. It really helps me out. And you know, we will see what is went just after this. Until then, bye bye. So that was the the review, and build is done basically. It's all put together. I got the wheels and suspension in parts still. It's just because I want to let you know how a step by step and actually how movable it is. The build itself was pretty easy. Went together pretty well. It's just one piece, and that's, I'm guessing, my own fault because I didn't glue and measure it first. You can see there it completely broke open. I still have to close it up. It's because the upper armor, the upper plate, didn't really fit in between. But there's just a little bit of a overhang between the fender you glue on and the bathtub style lower hole. And because I didn't glue this perfectly straight, there's so much stress when you have to push in the upper hole, the upper glacis. And the plastic is pretty soft, so be sure that you glue this on straight, otherwise you have to do some filling here because it will just tear. I kept everything movable, as you can see. There's the instructions. As well as this, these are the different steps. This being step 1. And there's another thing. You can see here. It has a little gap on one side. It's not very clear where it needs to go. But situated with the leaf spring suspension, it needs to point upwards. You can see it in the instructions. And don't have them at hand, I guess. Oh, I do. You mean, it's in here, that step. If you really look closely, you see that the opening is up there. So it needs to point upwards. So, and otherwise, We're gonna get problems with this, I guess. I'm not sure why, but just a little hint. So this is basically the first step. Then you get this part still moving very easily. Then you come into the second step, which means these two are added. Kind of a guide, so it can swivel over the. Let's see this one better. Completely move on all sides. Oh, no, you can pull it off. Yeah, I need to put it in. All I did is this top cap. Just a tiny bit of glue in there, and now of course I've broken it off. But it is movable, which you can see with this one. All the wheels are movable completely. But also here in the back, you can see that it moves all over. As well as this one, it's pretty hard. This is also everything moves, and they fit quite snugly in here, as you can see. I haven't glued this down because I want to paint it before, but then you get this on here, and it's all and you can make it all movable. It's not that hard. So I'm guessing if you the type of model that likes to do dios, it's definitely worth the effort, because the tracks are also, you've got some links here and some links down here. There's a little bit of cleanup and they go together pretty easy. Don't push them too hard because you will break them, or not break them, but you got, well, let's say plastic fatigue. It will just the fit won't be that strong anymore, the hold. Otherwise, this is still movable, this is still movable as per instructions. But all in all, a nice little bit, nice detail. There are not a lot of parts, but yeah, it's a nice subject. Something else. Good kit, good fit, everything fits perfectly. Like I said, this here in the front is probably my mistake. I make mistakes too. And that's basically it. Yeah, I would say thank you to Amusing Hobby for sending me the kit. And I hope it was helpful to you to watch this, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.